Philly, Green Bay. So some good news on Jordan Love. They're not putting him on the IR, which means they think there's a chance he misses less than 4 games. So that's kind of best case scenario for them, that he could potentially only miss 3 games. I still would anticipate that he misses 4. Bad news, Demonze, is this part of it. I didn't think he looked sharp. 17 of 34. I thought that they left some meat on the bone and kind of let Philly get away with one. Because, and this is where Eagles fans are going to be furious with me, but I don't really care. Saquon was awesome. And, right now, my Saquon take is trending to wrong. So we'll see how it goes at the end of the year. He was great. Jalen Hurts was bad in this game. He had 3 turnovers, could have had 5. The defense looks like the defense from last year, and they immediately missed Jason Kelce. The tush-push failed. They had bad snaps. Like, if I'm an Eagles fan, I am not. My concerns about this team heading into the year about how Kelce's they're gonna deal with the departure of Kelce, about how the defense is gonna look, and is Jalen Hurts going to get over his turnover problem from last year? None of those are answered. Now, A.J. Brown's awesome, and Kellen Moore seemed to be able to use Devontae Smith more creatively than they were last year. And Saquon, I can't say enough about how good Saquon was. But I tweeted during the game, and I will reiterate it, that I picked both of these teams, the Packers and the Eagles, to finish 3rd in their divisions and miss the playoffs. And I feel fine about both of those predictions right now. I don't think Philly's very good, despite the win. And I think that there is going to be way too much smoke on the Eagles against the Falcons at home. Kirk Cousins, after that awful performance on Monday Night Football, and we can talk about that on the gambling show. For the Packers, I said this on TV when it happened, and I'll say it again here. I think going into the season, with the only other quarterback on your roster being Malik Willis, was negligent. And you obviously don't want Jordan Love to get hurt, but Malik Willis, God love him, is not an NFL quarterback. In his career, he has 0 touchdowns, 3 picks, a rating of 48. He's never been able to click in. Now, again, he's only thrown 67 passes, and if people want to say he's going to be better with Matt LaFleur, I could buy that long term. Get him in the building for a year, get him in the meetings, get him on the practice field. For him to have to play right now is disastrous. And if I'm Green Bay, I am seriously considering calling Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, I was going to say,
hey,
shop
man,
for somebody?
Yeah, I mean, I would consider calling Ryan Tannehill and being like, hey, can you play a couple games for us? Week 3 at your old team, the Titans. You want to play that game? Week 4 at home against Minnesota. And then, if Jordan's not back, week 5 against the Rams. Because I think the Packers, listen, I wasn't as high on the Packers as... Correct. I wasn't as high on the Packers as others going into the year. But let's say I was wrong. Let's say all the people that really believed in them were right. You can survive a month without your quarterback if you go 1-3. You can survive 1-3. You certainly can. You're fine at 2-2. You can't survive 0-4. And I just don't know who you're beating. Now, again, if you don't sign another guy and it's Malik Willis versus Will Levis, in week 3, I mean, that's an all-time bad quarterback matchup. Hey. Malik Willis used to play, back up Will Levis. So maybe you can win that game either way. But the tough part of your schedule, if you're the Packers, starts in mid-October. Mid-October, here's what it is. Texans, Jags, Lions, Bears, Niners, Dolphins, Lions, Seahawks, Saints, Vikings, Bears. So that middle kind of 2/5 of your schedule, you can't be 3-6 going into that. You just can't. So that's my takeaway there. And hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.